Okay. All right. So today, let me just share my screen here. We are going to go over. I'm presenting on qcJSON and JSON, well, qcJSON and JSON. And then Brian and I are going to present our part on Java Beans. And we are going to individually claim fluency on our first 5 topics. Unfortunately, the meeting last night, the office hours didn't go so well. It was just Brian and I, so we weren't able to ask questions about the MVC or the application control pattern. However, I did find some code I'd like to share afterwards on this topic. So I guess I'll just go right into the JSON and qcJSON. So if you guys want to follow along, it's pretty simple to add this stuff. Just Google qcJSON. And it could, or I mean, you can go to his GitHub, or you can go to his actual page on GitHub. So I went here, and it brings up his website. And then I just downloaded the zip. The zip downloads. And then obviously I unzip it. There we go. So what you really need is, once it's unzipped, all you need is this source right here, this org folder. That's what contains, what counts along, everything. So I actually just took the JSON folder is what I did. And hold on. I just dragged it into, so I created a new project. Actually, let me open a different one. This is not the one I wanted to open. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, I don't want this one. This one. No. Sorry, I have 3 different qcJSONs that I have worked on. There we go. Okay, so all I did was I created a package called qcJSON, and then I simply dragged this over into my package. I dropped it in there, and that's what I have here now. I can remove this, actually. I don't need that one. Now, once you have this package, it's like a library, right? So you need to make sure you import qcJSON.json all. And now I can have access to everything. All of his classes he made. So it's pretty easy to install. Let me now start over again. And I should have named these differently. Okay, here we go. Here's the code I wrote. So here's the same thing, by the way. It's just named differently. Instead of having it in the JSON folder, it's just in a org.quickconnectfamily.json. Same thing though. So I have two things I made. I made a person class, a Java bean, where I have first name, last name, age, pretty much just an object I can make. And what I did is I have this, I did a lot of other things. Let me run it first, and then I'll explain it. Okay, so it's not much, but there's a lot that's going on. So the first thing I do is I write an object to the command line with JSON. So JSON string equals JSON utilities, stringify this JSON utility stringify. Stringify will take any object and print it out into a JSON object or string, right? So it'll take any class, any object or whatever and print it out. This is what happens here. I print out Greg, or this person, Greg, that I made. And these are the attributes I assigned to it: 24, my phone number, first and last name. And then my try and catch statement. I stringify it and store it in a string. And then I just print that string out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this next one, this other happy path, I have a person, John, who I actually write to a file. In this one, I write this person to a file. So I have my file that I make called personFile.json. I have my output stream for the file, and then I actually need to, I don't understand this 100%, but I have to have a JSON output stream. So I'm guessing this is the file output stream is going to write to the file, but I have to be able to write to the file in JSON. Because it actually writes in JSON, so you can import it anywhere else, which is nice. And then I write the object, John, out to the file, and then I close the stream. And that, or this, creates this person JSON with John right here. Now what I try to do is I try to read back in from that. So reading the object from the file. So again, I create my file stream, my JSON stream. I create a hash map. Hash map is the only way this library can read something back in. So when you read it in an object, and it has to be hash map type. And so now I have my object in my JSON hash map. And then I can pull things. So here I create a new person, Jackie, my wife. And all numbers in JSON in this format anyways, so the age I'm trying to get, it's stored as a long, not as an int. So this took me forever to crack because it was throwing errors along like forever. So it has to be long type. So I have to cast it from this to this. And then I can cast it again once I try to set the age. And here I get my age, phone, first name, last name from the JSON map, and I have to cast it each time I take it from my hash map that I made up here. So once I have Jackie, or the person, all the attributes set, I stringify it here, and then I print it out here. And that's what this is. Even though the name isn't Jackie, it's John. But Now I tried a couple different things. I tried reading as a nasty path, trying to read files without permissions. So I created a file that only admin has permissions to, or that no one has permissions to, actually is what I did. And so I can't read the file. It's just corrupted. Writing to file without permissions as well doesn't work. Actually, maybe need to change permissions on that. I don't know if they carried over. But anyways, nasty paths, trying to read or trying to write from files that you don't have permissions to. This one's interesting, trying to read an image file. That one's always interesting. It corrupts the image, but you can't read an image file. And then trying to read in a null object. So here, so if there's nothing in, so I have a file named text, and in my text there's nothing, it's empty. So if I try to read an empty file with nothing in it and store it, I can't. It throws an error. I can't read it from a null file or object that's null. Sorry. So that's a lot, and there's a lot of different things that just takes a little time to kind of learn and work out. He has documentation. That is actually included. I forgot about that. It's included here under documentation. He has Java docs. All right, here you can go and look up, and it's part of the Java docs documentation. So you can go through and say, okay, this is what I want to do. I don't know if it's going to let me open it because it's all. There you go. So this is it. So it talks about the input stream, output stream, utilities, everything. And so that's how you kind of find the tools you need to read out, read in JSON files and strings. That was a lot, but any questions? Need to go over anything?
So as I understand the qcJSON, it is more about the reading and writing files. Am I right?
That was, so my example, those are just things I thought would be cool to try. Because with JSON, it's a super popular form of, I guess, data transportation and storage. And so if you're working with a NoSQL database, or you're trying to send something to the web, or you receive something in JSON, it's important to be able to manipulate that in Java. And so the qcJSON library is just a way to manipulate JSON in Java. So what would you normally use JSON with or for? Well, outputting the files, reading files in, as well as storage. So making a class in Java. So when I made my person class, it has to be serializable, right? So it can be broken down and stored in JSON format, but it also has to be serializable because it's a Java bean. That class can be taken and stored as a JSON object, which is awesome. Instead of having to make a string yourself, this library does it all for you.
Thank you for the explanation.
Yeah, thank you.
So this is what you get. This is a JSON object. I'm not sure if you're both familiar with JSON or not, but I do a lot of web development, and so to be able to take a Java object and just save it, store it, transmit it as an actual JSON object, that's pretty sweet. It's really handy. So, anywho, Brian, would you mind? Well, I guess, do you guys have any questions first? Any more questions about all of this code that looks so foreign? Oops.
No, I just have problems with my code.
With the JSON, qcJSON?
Yeah, with both. But it's not showing any errors in my code, but for some reason it's showing errors in his code, in his package.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to share your screen? We can look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Let's
do
see.
that.
So when I try to run this,
See the
let's see.
tests.
I see some errors here.
An error. Yeah.
I don't know why.
We jotted tests.
Well, you can just go ahead and delete tests. You don't need tests.
Yeah.
That's just testing things to make sure it works.
Yeah.
So you don't need those. You can just go ahead and delete that entire folder tests.
Okay. So.
Or comment some of, like, if you want, the parts of the code.
If I run this, nice.
You see that
it's still not running the whole code because I have other things here. Because it should print out these things, and it's not doing it.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know what the errors are.
What are you trying to run?
My JSON file.
Go to, okay, so you're trying to run this right here, the sandbox.java, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. Source. Okay. I think you need them in the same package.
Which one?
Wait a second. Go back up to the very top. Import. Oh, do instead of stringify and parse, just do all. Do an asterisk at the top. So JSON dot asterisk.
Okay, so pretty good.
Yep, and then there we go.
Asterisk.
And then colon. Now you can delete parse, stringify, and exception because the asterisk will take care of all of that. And the one up above, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be yes, because I should have no. This.
Oh, go ahead and delete that. I just needed a second probably to get its stuff together. Save. Quick net family JSON all. Yeah, that should work just fine.
So you said like JSON abilities, maybe?
Yes. Yeah. There you go.
Works. Or
JSON.
You have another.
Abilities, same thing.
Or you can replace.
Okay.
No more errors.
Yeah, the same.
Same
I don't know
thing?
why
The same?
it's not running the whole code. Yeah, it's just talking about this
User
file.
find source forbidden text, permission denied.
I know that it has something to do with that. It shouldn't be a problem because in the same file I have, like, I tried to read a file that is not JSON or it's null or I don't have permissions, but I should be able to see the other things, not just that one.
Where's the forbidden.txt at? Where's that in your code?
So
Yeah. Where is it?
maybe that's the qcJSON. Yeah, that's this. So this
On
is
the left.
creating a new file and writing it to a file. This is trying to write.
No, you didn't make the qcJSON one, right?
Which one?
Did you make qcJSON sandbox?
Yes, I did this too.
Okay, did you make the same changes you made in JSON to qcJSON? So go back to the top on your qcJSON sandbox.
Let's see.
Okay, you have quick connect all there. Okay. Maybe just comment out the forbidden text portion for now
Let's see.
and see what, just make sure it runs.
What do you think about the
Forbidden
import?
text.
Right there.
That's
weird. Yeah, it's in a try, so it should definitely work.
no. I forgot how to do that. Just to put the comment to the whole thing.
Yeah, it's control / if you're on Windows.
Yeah.
Okay, say I'm trying to run it again.
Mm-mm.
Same thing? No way. You commented it out.
Let's go to the forbidden txt. Maybe
Where? That's the
fix
forbidden
the-
txt.
Is it?
No, but there's.
Empty.
Yeah, that's empty and shouldn't be a problem. But still, I don't see the other things like the not null JSON or this JSON file or the forbidden JSON. It's not showing them. Just the text file.
Hmm.
And I don't know
Can
what
help
these
you.
two are. Just one error compilation.
Yeah.
Resources.
But it even doesn't show the line when you have the error.
Mm,
Can you go to the top of your qcJSON?
yeah.
Static, okay.
The imports.
Check your, can you open up the org.quickconnectfamily.json? There you go. Huh. And you have that all.
Maybe that's not the one that should be there.
The imports.
Hmm.
I think it's supposed to error. Because when you have delete it, you see the errors.
Patient bean.
Why is it already in a catch and try? Remember, I had similar problems.
Well, you're doing Jeff in hashmat. Okay.
That's stupid.
Oh. Sometimes when
Still the same thing.
Have you just tried deleting forbidden.txt?
Yeah.
Does it do the same thing if you delete it?
Ask
And not delete the code, I'm saying just delete the file itself.
or you
Let's see.
Forbidden.json. Maybe you just need to go in and change permissions. But you created them as a user, so you should have user access.
But that's
Unless, you know what, I bet you when Java creates a file, I'm not sure what permissions it gives it.
so maybe I should change those permissions.
Yeah, you can try.
Try that. If you find answer, for example, in Google, you can ask Brother Larson. Maybe he will give you.
And I have written right file for the file.
You do?
Yeah. Don't have this, but that shouldn't be the problem because I was doing that before and changed permissions to different files, and it still was displaying the other ones. That error would be fine because that's what I'm trying to do also, but I don't know why the other code is not doing anything like with the other files. Because this is actually right. And that's what I want to do.
Maybe just try commenting everything out except for one try and then going from there.
Yeah, I'll do that later.
Yeah.
So I'll show you my bean.
Go step by step, I guess.
Yeah. Because my bean is almost the same as yours.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess since you're up there, Brian, you want to go over your Java bean?
Yeah. So same thing. So implement serializable, and I have my private variables, name, whatever, for a patient, whatever person. So this is my default constructor. So here I'm creating a bean with this, with the name, social, whatever, all that data, and I have hash map in my right here in my JSON. So I want to use that my beans and put it in that hash map. So to do that, so I have to parse it to a string to put that into the hash map. I think that, no, that's what. So I'm calling that hash map and getting the name from that hash map and put it into a string and save it to here, and same with all the other ones because it's stored in the other hash map.
Wow, cool.
So
That's your default constructor?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I have to use the string and everything because in the hash map it's different.
No, that's great that you're doing it there as opposed to having to do it manually like I did. I didn't think about doing the default constructor like that.
So here are my getters and setters. And the last thing, I have this method toString because when I want to see it, I can't do that because it's in JSON string, and I want to that string, or it's backwards. I can't remember, but one of those two.
Cool.
So with this one, it should be displayed in this order maybe in one line, but you will see all the matching, so the name and everything else in, I think it's a JSON string. So that's what it looks like.
Sweet. Besides, I mean, we talked a bit last night, but did you think of anything for a nasty path on this besides doing it wrong?
No, because there's nothing else to do here unless we just mess with this with the getters and setters, or maybe we do something with the hash map if you do.
Yeah, but even then, the structure of your Java bean is still good. It's just I guess the Java bean itself is correct. So
I don't know if I put in maybe an all here with just something, maybe put an all in this as parameters. I don't know. I don't know if that's a real nasty path.
It's hard to imagine how we can broke the code. All what we need to remember that like kind of it should have rules. For example, that our attributes should be private, and
like if I do this, I can't do that because it won't compile.
Yeah, well, whether you're returning the entire object.
Yeah.
So, cool. You mind if I show you mine?
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Well, before I do that, I guess Adam, there.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Adam. I see his picture.
Okay. Well, Adam, we're glad you could join us.
Yeah, sorry. Moving across country took a lot more than I thought.
Yeah, no problem. What's your time there? What time is it there for you?
It's 11:30, 11:40.
Okay. All right. Solid. Well, if it's okay with you, we'll just continue with what we had planned, and then we can talk a bit after. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. All right. So just to finish up, then I will share my Java Bean, and that's not it. How do you zoom in on this besides entering presentation mode?
With I did it with the mouse.
Mouse?
Yeah, maybe control and with the that little thing.
Okay, mine's broken. All right. Oh well. So I have my main function here, where I create test, which is a Java Bean. I just name my Java Bean sand. Like Brian, I just have a couple of strings, integers, name, age, street number, city, and so on. The default constructor is blank. For now, I could add things in there like Brian did, but I left mine blank. And here are all of the getters and setters for everything. My Java Bean also implements serializable. So this is the typical shell, I guess, for a Java Bean, from what I understand. Has to implement serializable, all variables private, default constructor empty. Obviously, you can change that after, and then getters and setters for all variables. In my main, I just set them all manually by accessing the setters. And then, so again, my name, Greg, I'm 25, my address, and so on. And then I print it all out in one big string by using the gets. And this is what it looks like. Right here. Hello, my name is Greg, and I live at so on. So that's pretty much it. There's the Java Bean and qcJSON. Do we have anything else? Oh yeah.
The influence.
Which one?
I mean
Fluency.
fluency. I mean.
Oh, actually, before we talk about that, I'd like to show you guys real quick something I found about MVC and application control pattern, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course.
So on our, well, not our page, on the group community page for the class, there were individuals who posted. So this kid, Casey Kilpack, and then Sergey posted their GitHub accounts. So I pulled them up, and I take a look at these, the application control pattern, just to see how they implemented it. I thought it was interesting the way they did it. Yeah, in order to get disagree on the MVC and application control pattern, we have to have code showing its structure. Nothing too complicated, but we still have to have something showing. So I just thought that may be of interest to you. I'll post the links in the chat. If those interest you, feel free to take a look. I thought that was interesting. So. And if you need the link to the JSON page, there it is.
Thank you.
Okay. I think that's about it. We've gone over the Java Beans and the qcJSON. And claiming fluency, I'm pretty sure we just write up an email or document ourselves and send it off once we've kind of written down why we're claiming fluency on these 5 topics.
I just have a question. Need to write one document by each topic, or we can write just one document for 5 topics?
I'm pretty sure you can just do one for 5 topics, Brian, right?
Yeah, you just put the links for every every topic that you did and all your GitHub links in one single document.
And another question, do we need to paste the maybe some document in GitHub with an explanation, or just classes?
Also, I read that we need to share with other teams, and we have to include that into that document. So we probably need to help other teams and maybe explain what we've learned.
Okay. We can, what a lot of people have done, they've just posted their GitHub accounts to that main community page, as well as any resources that they have found. And I think that's plenty, as long as we're posting stuff like that.
Yeah.
Here, Vicky, is the, I guess the page, an example of what a fluency for an online student should look like. So, Brother Jones, I would honestly just copy this and then change it to fit your needs. So you're going to have 5 topics here, not just these 3. And then these, you'll be writing your own information and your own things there. I'm pretty sure you just send it as an email.
So also, like, if we ask you to make some changes or add more things to your code, will we need to still change that before we claim fluency? Maybe.
From what this is my understanding of it, is once we try to claim fluency, he's going to reply saying, hey, add this, change this, do this. Once we do those things, we simply send him an email saying, hey, it's done. You can check if you want. And then that's it.
Okay.
As long as we do the things he asked us to do, then we get the level of disagree that we want.
Yeah. So we could maybe just email him with that information, and when we're done with the other changes, we just tell him that, or we need to do that before we try to claim fluency?
We just tell him that.
Okay.
Do we need to submit our codes and document in Viva UI Learn?
I don't think so. I think it's just him checking out our GitHub accounts, and I think we send this in an email, to my knowledge anyways. We send our big old paragraphs and paper to him in email.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's all we needed to go over. Anyone have any questions about anything?
No.
No, maybe Adam has questions, or maybe he wants to say.
Of course. Adam, are you there?
Do you have questions?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, not yet. Give it a week or couple days.
Okay. Adam, so that let's see, I'm going to pull something up real quick. I'm not sure if you've been following us much or not. If not, it's okay, you've been moving. But on the communities page...
Yeah, the internet we have here at my in-laws, my brother-in-law's house, is horrible. So as soon as I get my house, I'm going to have Xfinity, and that should be Saturday. So I'm hoping to get internet very soon that actually is capable of holding all this.
Okay.
We are meeting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
At 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
No.
You there?
Do you hear us?
Adam. Okay. Well, if you're listening, we added the team GitHub repo page.
I can see what you're doing.
Okay. So on the community page, we added team notes. This is a Google document. That'll take you to our notes that we have. Okay.
Okay.
This next one is our team GitHub page, which Vicky, seeing as how you're the owner, you're going to need to add him to our GitHub.
Okay.
Adam, do you have a GitHub username?
Let me go there real quick.
Okay. I'll go to my GitHub page.
Yes.
So, settings. Give me a second. collaborators.
Let me see.
And
Okay.
then sorry, give me a second. I need your username, or can you paste your username or email here so I can simply copy and then paste to the GitHub?
Google is not showing me else that you showed me. That's weird.
Or just type your email. Because I cannot
There it is.
paste your link. Where
Nope.
is it? I don't see it.
I'm getting there.
Just paste in the chat.
I don't see the chat. I'm on my phone, unfortunately.
You can send me or paste your username or email in our community. I can send you a link with invitation. Okay? But don't forget to do that, so I can immediately add you to the GitHub. Okay?
Sounds good.
Adam, before we finish up, there's one more thing you're going to need to do. Do you know what Trello is?
I don't.
Okay, let me show you. Trello is our method we've chosen to keep track of all the topics in this class. It's extremely simple. It's pretty much drag and drop. Okay. The way we currently have things set up is we have all the topics listed. We're doing all the code topics first, and we drag the topic from the topics column, the ones we want to do for the next week, inside the in progress. So because we just went over qcJSON and JSON, I'm going to move that here. And then I believe next week we just have these three. And then
right now.
Oh.
Ooh, that was loud.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, three as in we usually do one topic per person, right? However, I think seeing as how there's four of us, we can still do three topics, but I'm pretty sure Hibernate, we're going to need all the help we can get on Hibernate because it's a pretty
hard,
difficult topic. So maybe we can assign two people to Hibernate.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sounds good.
How available will you be next week to help out, Adam?
Next week should be a lot better because everything's finally settling down, finally have kids in school, so.
Okay. And what if we did, first of all, I guess, any volunteers for any topics? Brian, Vicky, Adam?
I want, I don't know what's, like, or servlets or Let me read first because I don't see Android. I can do servlets on Monday.
Okay. So if you're watching, Adam, pretty much you click on it and then we can assign people. So we have our own labels. So for instance, red is Vicky.
Yeah.
And so we know that Vicky is taking care of servlets. And then we set a due date. What day, Vicky?
10, like Monday, like last week we decided to teach Android and servlets on Monday and to do Hibernate on Wednesday and Friday.
Okay. Are we still okay with that, Brian? Adam, you guys good with that?
Yeah, that's good.
Let's plan on Monday.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on Trello now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I will actually add
We need
you
to edit. Yes.
on my profile. How do I
So
get to the
Adam Halverson at gmail.com.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Members. All right, Adam Halverson.
Yep.
I imagine that's you.
I hope so.
Yeah, someone else is gonna be. All right, I just added you. If you can check, just to make sure.
Already there.
Oh, you're there on the page?
Yep.
Okay, solid. That was easy. All right. So Android HTTP URL connection. Brian, me, or Adam, which one of us wants to take this?
I can do it, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that on Monday because it might take a little bit longer.
Right.
Are you moving home?
Not yet, until next week, but on Sunday.
Okay. So maybe we can count on servlets for sure, if that's okay, Vicky. And then just do your best, Brian, to do the Android HTTP URL connection.
Yeah.
And then I guess
And then you
Adam.
and I, Greg, tackle Hibernate.
Yeah, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Brian. And
you can choose your color, Adam.
What color do you want?
Yellow.
Gray.
Gray?
Oh, there's no color. Yeah, gray is no color.
Oh.
How about
yellow,
dark gray?
Orange, black. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. Whatever.
All right, we'll do this one. So we don't want you on this, actually. We want you on this. All right.
That's cool watching it just update in front of you.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Trello's done
a little bit of Ajax right there for you.
Yeah. Okay, so this will be the plan for next week. We also kind of, let's see, we'll do a tentative due date for Brian on Wednesday at the latest. Is that okay, Brian?
Yeah.
Even though hopefully Monday will work. And then we will also do Wednesday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Because Hibernate, have you heard of Hibernate, Adam?
I have not.
All right. It's a handful, so this will be fun.
But when in doubt, a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah. What you're going to find is Indians are the ones that put up all the YouTube videos, and it's so hard to listen to an Indian go on for like an hour and a half. It's difficult.
But see, that it's because you have to focus more so you get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult for me.
No distractions allowed.
The first thing you need to do. All right.
And learn the language.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But it's easier to understand, I think, like the Indian English than Russian or Ukrainian.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nope.
so
Comments.
this is what we use to keep track of everything. And then we also, at the very top here, there's a group notes. If you just click on the link there, it's a Google Drive, and it just brings up our notes. We keep track of also each time what each person is going to be doing for organization's sake.
So for Monday,
It's
supposed
Monday.
to be the 10th, I think.
Do we put today's
10th.
date though? Don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I just lost track of. All right.
It's me. Planning for Monday.
Vicky.
I'm presenting the servlets. Maybe Brian, if he will have enough time, will present the Android.
Yeah. And then.
Exactly.
Uh,
Adam, Vicky, and Brian presents the qcJSON.
Vicky, can you explain to Adam how we go about presenting? So, like for instance, why you three will be presenting on Monday.
Okay, I will try, and if I'm wrong, just correct me. I know that my language is not tried. So, for example, Greg today presented for us the qcJSON. On the next meeting, we are like showing our understanding of this topic. Are showing that, and the code should include the happy path and the nasty path. And the happy path, it's a code, what it, and the nasty path, it is a code, like when we are trying kind of break the code and show like the wrong, how to say that, like if we are doing something wrong and it doesn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like if you have questions, you can ask. Do you have any questions about the presentation? You can rewatch our meetings. Like we have the recordings of our meetings, so you can see an example.
Yeah, I plan on that.
Of how to do that.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
I think that's about it. Is there anything else anyone would like to add?
Actually, we can add to our plans. Maybe share our experience with fluency, since today we want to our fluency to brother Lars, and so we can share our experience, like maybe what particular question he had to our code or suggestions.
Sounds good. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. We good?
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll see each other 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday morning.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend, guys.